That light is solid.
Solid light, man.
So the mics should be working.
Everything is. I'm talking into mine. I see the mic moving.
Mic moving. How about me with this shirt that doesn't work?
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Look at us.
Black Label chapter, bro.
Hey, bro.
Tonight, live at the Fillmore Black Label Society.
Wow, man.
Check it out. Black Label Society with special guest Zach Sabbath.
That's right. I did see that ad.
Does Zach get paid twice?
Sounds like double dipping to me.
I got to give it to Zach Wild, man. He's always working.
Yeah, definitely.
If Black Label's not on tour, then Zach Sabbath's on tour. If Zach Sabbath's not on tour, then Pantera's on tour.
Right.
I don't think the guy's been at home for more than a week for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Well, get paid while you can, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I mean, he deserves it. He's a legend at this point. So I'm sure we have tons of friends and fans, customers and such heading down there.
Yeah.
Should be a great show. I've seen Black Label a handful of times. Actually, real quick story time with Nick here. 2003, like fall of 2003. No, I'm sorry. Fall of 2005. So I was 14. I went with my parents to Chicago. We stayed at the House of Blues in Chicago. And Black Label was playing at the House of Blues venue. If you're familiar, the hotel is here and the venue's like right across the little walkway. And Black Label was playing there, so naturally they were staying at the hotel, and I waited in the lobby to meet Zach Wild. And he was super cool, very nice to me. Stood there and talked to me for a few minutes. At the time, I was like totally obsessed with Iron Maiden. Maybe it must have been the spring, and I'll tell you why it was the spring, because I was obsessed with Iron Maiden. I had an Iron Maiden hat on, Iron Maiden t-shirt on, and Zach was the one that told me that Iron Maiden was going to be on Ozfest that year.
That's awesome.
When they did the early days tour.
Yeah.
So Zach was like, "You'll be happy to you'll be seeing us with Iron Maiden this year." Okay. So, but Zach was so nice and humble and cool. So even though I don't listen to his stuff constantly, I'm always a fan of him just for those reasons.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Zach Wild. If he's in town
with him once.
Was he cool?
Yeah, they were super nice. It was weird. We were doing a signing, but it was back when I worked for Rockabilly's, and they did it up at Great Lakes Crossing, and we were set up there to sell CDs.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah. Nice
was it the whole band?
I just remember Zach being there.
Okay. Well, yeah, good dudes.
Yeah.
So hope everybody that's going to the show enjoys it. You can say hi to our buddy Meltdown down there. He'll be down there. I know he's going. But yeah, we've got some posters for the brand new Black Label Society album that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
We should have tried to get them in here for a signing since the record came out yesterday. Maybe we could have been able to do that.
That's why I was surprised that show was. I knew it was coming up. I didn't realize it was tonight already.
Yeah.
It's very rare when the band is in town right when the album comes out.
Yes. So we should have done that. But if you pick up a copy of the Black Label Society album, you can get yourself a poster.
That's cool.
Right?
Hey, why not?
What else came out yesterday? There's a handful of stuff. Goo Goo Dolls, live from NPR's Tiny Desk.
Yeah, 4 songs.
We just had somebody in here saying how much they hate the Tiny Desk shows. Can't say I disagree. Is this 20 years old?
Yeah, that's a...
Oh, my God.
Is it 20 years old?
Or is it 25?
I know it's been... It's a...
2005.
Yep.
So 21 years old. Madonna, Confessions on the Dance Floor. Scotty, what can you tell us about this?
That's the new Melanie Martinez album.
Hades.
Yeah.
Limited edition aqua blue vinyl.
Her stuff always is, when it comes out, it always seems to be hard to find. But I think this time they were prepared.
Is this one signed?
That's not one of the signed ones.
It's not signed.
Nope.
It's just aqua blue vinyl.
It's the aqua blue indie exclusive.
Or I'm sorry, not aqua, aura blue.
Oh, it's aura blue.
Aura blue. Sorry. All the audio files are talking about it. Came out yesterday. Frank Sinatra, Songs for Swingin' Lovers, classic record. You guys know Tone Poet did In the Wee Small Hours last year. I think it won a couple of awards for just like best reissue of the year.
Yeah.
One of them. High quality jacket, cut from the original master tapes in mono. Sounds great. I checked mine out yesterday. The jacket is fantastic. Very affordable, $39.99 for a high quality reissue. So if you're a fan of Sinatra, This is a must own. It's got Scotty's favorite Sinatra song on it, Making Whoopee.
Yeah, Making Whoopee. It's the best. I see Pistol Pete's watching, and Making Whoopee's right up there with the Twisted Tarantula's birthday suit.
Yeah, right. You know, I've been in the Tarantulas for 13 years, and we've never played Birthday Suit ever.
Man.
Which is probably good because I don't think I could play that. That's like a bossa nova feel. I'm not really known for my subtlety in my playing, so
I'm sure you can pull it off.
I could figure it out. I could get through it the one time we would play it.
Right.
And then the big reissue of the week, Van Halen 5150 40th Anniversary Edition. If you're not following our new Instagram page, Rock City Record City, this is specifically for our vinyl and lifestyle products. Scotty is showcasing all sorts of good stuff on there. We're still going to show stuff on the regular Rock City page, but we've always got a ton of vinyl stuff happening, and we feel like it sometimes is getting lost in the sea of gear and events and lessons and all the other things we're promoting. So we decided to split that off, so make sure you follow that, Rock City Record City. I think we're going to make a Facebook page for it as well. Definitely. But Scotty put a video together explaining the differences. There's 3 or 4 different formats of 5150 released yesterday. This is the 2 LP on green vinyl, exclusive green vinyl, indie exclusive green vinyl. So LP1 is the original record, and then LP2 has rare single edits, extended versions, and live versions. Right. So is it, gatefold jacket?
Yep, and that's the indie exclusive.
It's a gorgeous green.
Yep.
That's important to mention, Riley.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, that is the indie exclusive.
Indie exclusive, and then we do have the regular 2 CD set, which I think is just replicating the 2 LP that I just showed.
Yep.
And there's the 2 LP I just showed. And then we have the Super Deluxe set, which has the original album on LP, and then 2 CDs, one with the bonus tracks and the extended live versions, and then disc 3 is a full live concert. Is it Live Without a Net?
It's the second. They shot that over 2 nights, and I know that's like the night they didn't use.
Okay, so this is
it's one of the shows.
So it's the bonus night from that.
Yeah.
And then you also get the Blu-ray of Live Without a Net, which I know has not been available in a very long time.
I've only ever seen that on VHS.
It did come out on DVD, I think, when they did the Sammy reunion in 2004.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was a big deal when it came out.
I remember seeing that when I was looking things up last night for the video. I was like, I couldn't remember if that had ever gotten released outside of VHS. So, yeah.
Limited edition.
Yep.
And this is, Rhino put these out, so the package, I can tell you from other albums that I own, packaging is great. Folds out, you got your CDs in there, a book, the LP, all included in this set.
The book looks great too, because even though it doesn't give like a big history, it has like the original lyrics, but there's a lot of photos of all the variants and like tour merchandise and stuff like that.
Does it show when they did Farm Aid and announced that Sammy was going to be in the band, and then they got cut off the telecast because they kept swearing?
I didn't look at it extensively enough because I was saving it for when I got it home, but I think it only is stuff that pertains to the 5150 tour and era. I
was going to message you last night. I saw a video of Rob Thomas performing Smooth, one of the greatest songs of all time, with Sammy Hagar playing guitar.
Yeah.
Which I thought was so odd that like Sammy wasn't singing, right? Because I know he plays guitar, obviously, of course, but like I think when you think of Sammy Hagar, you think of him as a singer primarily that plays guitar, and he was burning on the guitar. I was like, wow, like I was, I'll be the first one to bag on Sammy Hagar. He was murdering it on that song. I know not you. I'm always careful with my words when you're around because I know you're a big Sammy fan.
Well, one thing about Sammy and his guitar playing too is that, he built his career when he was signed to Capitol Records. His solo stuff before he, got really big was because he was a phenomenal singer and guitar player. Like he was ripping live. And so he was always opening for people and upstaging them.
Yes.
Which was,
people aren't usually fans of that.
Yeah, and to be still in a career all these years later.
Yeah.
That's that.
And I'll give what I have to say too is he still sounds great. When I hear him, see clips of him singing and performing, he still sounds as good as he did back in the day. It seems like so. give him props on that because he's in his late 70s, isn't
78,
it?
yeah. You know, and even some of the live stuff I've heard recently, it's like he's smart and make sure, that he's singing, a couple steps down so it still sounds good, but yeah.
Yeah, of course you have to make sacrifice.
Yeah,
That's okay.
We don't expect him to hit the notes at that age.
No. And if you really want to see an entertaining clip, make sure you check out when Sammy brought out Bob Weir for Bad Motor Scooter with Bob Weir playing Sammy's Red Explorer.
Yeah.
It sounds like something I would have made up when I was stoned. Like, outrageous.
Right.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about gear. We got a handful of new arrivals and some exciting new pieces from Gretsch and Charvel. I talked a little bit about these last week, but we didn't show them.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure we circled around and showed them. But I'm going to start with this super cool vintage arrival. This is a 1959 Silvertone Jupiter. We dated it and everything. Ducky went through and did a massive cleaning of this.
God, that looks so good.
And analyzed it.
I can't believe how clean the pickups look.
Yes.
That style of pickup usually doesn't age well.
I've had a handful of these over my career in this business, and this is far and away the cleanest one I've ever seen. Black sparkle. If you're familiar with the Fender color Texas T from the last few years, this is similar to that. The gold flake is a little bit more pronounced, but a similar thing where depending on how the light hits it,
Yep.
the flake shows off a little bit better. But this has incredible tone, and I'll tell you why I think it has incredible tone. Because it has a spruce top and back, and then maple sides. So it's really resonant, and it's chambered. So it's almost got, when you have it plugged in, it's almost got like a jazz box feel to it.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. When Dave got this finished the other day, I went back in the room and was noodling around on it, and I was just blown away by the tone. But really, really cool piece. It even has the original case that you would have got with it.
Yeah.
And one
Which is
thing,
also in great shape.
it's also in great shape. One thing that we made the decision to leave on here, and if you were to purchase this, obviously it's up to you, but whoever this guitar belonged to before, they had their set list on the back, the songs and the key that they're in. We love the story of these pieces when they come through. So we felt it was best to leave that on there. It helps tell the story of the guitar. So we left it on there. If you take it home, obviously you can take it off if you'd like. It's probably been on there for about 60 years.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool. I think it just adds to the heritage of the piece. So really cool Silvertone Jupiter here. Again, 1959. We dated it with the pot codes. So first year of production, Silas informed me.
Awesome.
So really, really cool. There is some wear on it, but overall it's in great shape. We got this little ding there and the pick guard split here. But you can even still read the writing on the pick guard.
I'm surprised that's
It's usually the first thing that goes.
It's usually worn away.
So really, really cool piece. You Jack White fans would probably love this because I remember at one point Jack was playing either this or something very similar to the Jupiter.
Right.
But it does have a really cool and unique tone, and it feels great. And just you don't see them too often. Silvertone logo still intact as well.
So good.
Okay, now let's talk about the Charvel Standard Series. I teased these last week. I have to say I'm blown away by what you get for your money in these guitars. This is the gloss black. You could probably see Scotty in the back there. Gloss black, white binding. So if you're into the custom T-style look, this tips its hand to that. You do have the forearm contour on here, so it's very comfortable on you. I'm not going to put my arm on it because we'll never get it clean. String through body. So prime resonance. And you even got the neck heel cut here, there, and then the dip here for maximum shred power up here. Charvel locking tuners, the baked maple neck. Very, very cool guitar, very comfortable, and only $569.
Oh my gosh.
That kills in the price
neck
point.
of the business on it.
Yeah, it does have the compound radius. I'm glad you just reminded me of that. It's got the standard Charvel compound radius, which I believe is 12 to 16. check my, yeah,
So
12 to
comfortable.
16, and the rolled fingerboard edges as well. So the appointments you find on the higher end Charvels are replicated here on this more traditional guitar. So we have it in gloss black and then also matte gray. I'm a big fan of the matte finish, so
I think that looks great.
they both look awesome. It just sort of depends on where you want to be aesthetically. So same components on both. Can't miss it. Really, really cool. Really great guitar. $569. Hard to beat that. Also just launched, this is the Gretsch Electromatic Premier Jet. So how Gretsch presented this to us was basically the traditional jet made for the modern player. So you got the carved mahogany top. No, I'm sorry, maple top. Carved maple top and a mahogany body. So we all know that combination, right? LP, LP, mahogany body, maple top. You do have a body cut that's been added now. Again, a sculpted neck heel. Sort of like I just showed on the Charvel. You'll notice this is a set neck guitar though. The Charvel is a bolt-on. This is a set neck guitar. Really, really cool locking tuners. And the color is vintage pearl white.
Yeah.
So it's
you can see the pearl in it.
Yes, I was going to say it does have the flake, but it is subtle.
Yeah.
Wraparound intonatable tailpiece. Very important. And then these pickups, I want to get the name right. The Sphera Twin 6 humbuckers.
Yeah.
So really cool, and you can coil tap them.
Dang.
So you can run them with traditional single coil tone or humbuckers. They lend themselves to both. So you can play heavier rock stuff on this, your standard rockabilly twang or some clean blues. This guitar will execute anything. It does have the lumen lace side dots as well. So it'll glow while you're on stage and you'll never lose your place. Unless you're not looking down.
Play with the lights off.
Right? Really, really cool piece. Vintage pearl white. We do have it in Onyx Storm as well, which is basically a black sparkle.
Yeah.
And there's also a blue, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's blue sparkle basically. And Premier Guitar just did a whole demo video on this series and they use the blue one. But if you want to hear how this guitar sounds, I highly recommend coming down and playing it. That's the best way to know what it sounds like. But if you can't get down here, check out the Premier Guitar video that the guy that does all the rig rundowns, whatever that guy's name is, John Bollinger or whatever. He's always like, hey, whoa, yeah, wow.
Rigs.
That guy. He did a great demo of this guitar. So if you haven't put one in your hands yet, check it out. Really, really cool. Traditional nod to the Gretsch past and traditional nod to the modern player. So really cool stuff. And then we will wrap it up here with a mainstay in the Taylor selection. This is a Taylor 224 CE-K DLX. So 224 Grand Auditorium shape, K for Koa, and DLX for Deluxe.
Yeah.
See how I made that happen?
Yep.
I decoded it for you, like Ralphie in the Christmas Story. So why is it the 224-K? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's Koa, Koa, Koa. Koa top, Koa back, and Koa sides.
That burst is beautiful.
Look at the back on that guitar. Beautiful.
I love it.
Comes with a hard shell case, ebony fretboard. Love the inlays on these. It does have the ES2 Expression electronics as well. And it comes with a hard shell case. So what you find on the deluxe models is a lot of the USA features are found on this guitar. So the ebony board, it's the solid top, and a hard shell case. But this guitar is made in Mexico. As I said a few weeks ago, I got to see these guitars get made at the Mexico factory, right in front of me. Not on YouTube. I saw it right in front of me. Don't let the import thing skew your view of the quality of these guitars, because they're being built to the same level that you've come to expect from the USA side of things. Yeah, you do compromise a little bit on the components and such, but the craftsmanship is executed. So you still get a great guitar at a very affordable price point. I think $19.99. $19.99. and you kind of get everything you could possibly want from a Taylor. And like I've been saying for a year at this point, you take care of it, it'll last you forever.
Yep.
You got to work hard to get a bad guitar now.
Yeah.
You really do. I know that sounds like a salesman thing to say, but it's true. You buy a Squire Classic Vibe, you take care of it, it'll last a long time. And you could always upgrade it, do whatever. Mid-price Taylor, this will last you your whole life if you take good care of it. Keep it humidified, keep it oiled, new strings, all of that. If you take care of something, it will last forever, right?
Absolutely.
So that is the feature for the gear this week. We do have a handful of other great used pieces and new pieces that arrived. We'll have a bunch of stuff showing up in the next week or so.
Yeah.
I do want to remind everybody, 3 weeks from today is Record Store Day. Did you see our awesome poster for Record Store Day? The nod to Rush Moving Pictures, one of the greatest albums ever, right?
We'll be moving records.
We'll be moving records. But take a look at that poster if you haven't seen it. We're all featured on it. Scotty did a good job of making sure everybody was showcased. And it's hilarious. And it's Record Store Day. So 3 weeks from today, remember, we open at 10 a.m. Normally we open at 11. On Record Store Day, we open at 10.
Absolutely, again.
So, you know what I thought about, Scotty? Maybe we'll throw a poll out here.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you and I are usually here early on Record Store Day.
Right.
And we always have a line, which we're super grateful for. I know people always come down, they want to get in line so they can get what they want. What if we did our feature video before we open the doors? Normally we do it the night before, but what if we did it?
Would we be able to get it done in time?
Well, maybe it wouldn't go as long.
Right.
But we can spotlight some of the stuff. Maybe we can talk to some people in line. I don't know. Maybe we can just do something different.
We could.
Instead of just me standing there going, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool for 2 hours. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we'll give you something to do while you're in line.
I was just going to say, you could sit and watch it on your phone while you're waiting.
Yes.
And, you know.
And you can ask questions. Do you have this in there?
Right.
Do you have this in there? And we can say, yes, we do, or no, we don't. And then if we don't, then you'll be really bummed out that you stood in line and we didn't have what you wanted. But we always go out of our way to try and make sure we have at least one of what we think we should have.
Yeah.
And some stuff, you know, we order 15 copies of it and we get shipped one.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, or none. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's how it shakes out for Record Store Day. So don't hold that against us or any of the stores for that matter. It's not up to us. Yeah. It's up to the suppliers and the labels. So, and there's a lot of stores participating now. So you don't always get everything you ask for, but we do our best. And we will have a dynamite used drop coming out. Lots of old school classic rock, punk, metal, some jazz, some blues, a little bit of everything. Yeah, affordable stuff to really rare stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Yep.
So make sure you keep it tuned in. We will share some of that stuff on the regular Rock City page, but I can't stress enough. Follow Rock City Record City on Instagram, soon to be on Facebook, and you'll be able to get a daily dose of what we're doing in the vinyl world.
Absolutely.
So make sure you take a look at that, and we'll be featuring a ton of great stuff leading up to Record Store Day, so you don't want to get left out. You don't want to miss out on that. And then I have to address, you know, we had a tragic loss in our community last week with the loss of Jesse Mans, a longtime team member here at Rock City, a longtime friend of mine, and a longtime loved musician in our area. Yes. Jesse was just a phenomenal player, phenomenal guy. He wasn't with us at the end, as some know, but he's always a part of the family. You know, I spent almost 2 decades, almost every day of my life with Jesse. Yeah. So even though we had some disagreements, that never goes away. You know, right. I consider Jesse a brother. He was an amazing musician, incredible. You know, I can't say that enough. Just like his dad Mitch Mans, a legend, and the apple did not fall far from the tree in Jesse's talent. Yeah. So we miss him. We thank everybody for their kind words and prayers and positive vibes as we're going through this. But while it sucks for us, make sure you're sending those prayers and vibes to his family, especially his mom, Sherry, who's been a longtime friend of the store. Jesse and I go back all the way to Blues Airmen. Jesse technically worked at Blues Airmen before I did. He was 8 years old playing and selling guitars. and teaching lessons. Mitch had a lesson studio, and Jesse was teaching lessons at 8 years old. That's how good he was. So, like I said, although it's a tough loss for all of us and we're all grieving it, please send your positive vibes to his outstanding family. They're all great people. I've known them all for a long time. And this is a tough one. And for those that are asking, I know a lot of people want to be able to pay their respects and, send flowers or whatever, be a part of the celebration of life. That will come. The family is deciding what it is they want to do. So once that information is permanent, we will share it with all of you so you can be a part of it as well. Just know that Jesse appreciated all of you and loved you all dearly. So I don't want to skip over that this week. It's been a tough week. So I know there's been a lot of curiosity about that. So hopefully I addressed it. But the biggest thing is just to note what a great guy he was and what a tough loss this is. It's very, very hard to even wrap my head around it. So thank you, though, to everybody that reached out with words of support. We do really appreciate it. And then last but not least, I guess we need to say the Peter Criss event, which we announced last week. Get your tickets. If you're waiting, don't wait much longer. There's less than 20% of the tickets left. So if you're trying to get a day off work or figure out your travel or anything like that, you're going to need to figure it out quick because once it's sold out, it's sold out. We're not adding any more. Yeah. I know there's been a lot of times where we have a wait list for these events, and sometimes tickets open the day of or the day before. That will not happen. Yep. So do not wait. And a lot of people have been calling and asking if we're going to have the Peter Criss, the LP for sale.
The new LP.
The new LP, yes. The answer is hopefully. Yeah. They've been severely underpressed. It's been very hard to get your hands on it, which I think is why people are asking. Yeah. We do have them on order. We're hoping to be able to showcase those for you, and you will be able to purchase them and, of course, have Peter sign them for a cost. Okay? We've been getting a lot of calls with people that don't understand that aspect of it. If Peter's signing anything else for you, there is an additional cost. That's right. It's that simple. So you can bring a bike in here if you want. I'm trying to think of outrageous things. You could bring a sub in here, and Peter will sign it, but it will cost you. So
how about a sub sandwich?
That's what I was referring to, okay. Not a subwoofer.
Actually, sounds good right now.
I was referring to a submarine sandwich. So anything, I think there's a handful of things he won't sign, which is listed on that event page. Can't stress enough that most of your questions are going to be answered if you just read that event page. But feel free to give us a call if you're confused about anything. Shoot us a message, shoot us an email. Happy to answer anything. But I will tell you that 95% of what you're wondering is answered in that event page.
So
if you just read through that, I'm thinking you'll probably get your answers. But if you miss something or you're confused about something, feel free to give us a call. We're happy to help. Do I have anything else to talk about, Scotty?
There's always a ton of things to talk about.
Yeah. Record Store Day 3 weeks away. Peter Criss is 4 weeks away. We got to have something 5 weeks away.
Just come down and we'll tell you then.
Yeah, because I can't remember. But a lot of great gear to showcase, a lot of great stuff to play. Oh, I forgot to mention we did get, where is it? Where's the bass synth? There it is. Couldn't find it. The MXR bass synth back in stock. Indeed. Finally. After a very long wait. Yeah. So if you've been waiting for one of those, we have them back in stock. They've been very hard to get your hands on for the last year. So come on down and see us. We are here until 6 p.m. today, 11 to 4 tomorrow. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to have a brain fart. I just can't remember. 11 to 6 today, 11 to 4 tomorrow. Regular store hours next week, except for next Sunday, which is Easter. Happy Easter. I hope you eat a lot of candy. We'll do another one of these videos. No, we won't. I won't be here next week.
Oh, that's right.
So there's no video. Although, I always say these videos can be done without me. People probably would appreciate seeing somebody else but me. So maybe you can do it with Lauren.
You retain all the knowledge.
I don't think that's fair.
With knowledge, there's power.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We know things.
I think you and Lauren could do the video next week. It'll be exciting for everybody. Lauren does a good job. She does these videos with me when you're not here.
Yeah, that's right.
So she's skilled, or maybe you could do it with Riley. No, Riley's not here, right?
Riley will be gone.
Okay. Well, I was
Well, you never
volunteering you for the video next week, but you won't be here, so that's not gonna work. What? Well, it's a fact. You're not gonna be here.
Well, volunteers to do what?
Do what I'm doing.
I don't know.
You can make comments about everything.
But I like being off to the side and making like a comment.
See?
Peanut gallery.
Right, she likes being in the peanut gallery. All right, come down and see us today. It's going to be a great day. Sun's out. It's freezing.
Yeah.
See you soon.